Yesterday's manna cannot sustain today's obedience. Yesterday's miracle cannot carry today's burden. Yesterday's prayer cannot replace today's surrender. Faith is not something you store. It is something you practice. Every morning, every decision, every fear. God was not being cruel. He was being kind. He was breaking their addiction to control, because trust dies when we try to replace God with storage. The spoiled manna was not punishment. It was a lesson. God was saying, don't cling to yesterday, don't panic about tomorrow, walk with me today. And that message still echoes in every fearful heart. The fear of tomorrow can destroy today's blessing. But when you trust God daily, tomorrow will take care of itself. On the 6th day, God did something different. For the first time, the ground held more, not because the people worked harder, but because God gave more. Double, not as a reward for perfection, not as a response to strength, but as preparation for rest. Because God never intended His people to survive by exhaustion. He intended them to live by trust. God gave double on the 6th day because He wanted His people to stop on the 7th. The Sabbath was not a burden. It was a gift, a holy pause, a breath in the wilderness, a reminder that life is not sustained by constant labor. God was saying something radical. You don't survive by endless work. You survive by trusting me enough to stop. Stopping feels dangerous when you've lived as a slave. In Egypt, stopping meant punishment. In Egypt, rest was weakness. In Egypt, value was measured by output. But God was undoing Egypt. From their hearts, He was teaching them, you are not valuable because of what you produce. You are valuable because you are mine. Rest is an act of faith. Rest says, I believe God will still provide, even when my hands are empty. Rest says, I trust God enough to let go of control for one day. And still, some could not stop. They went out on the 7th day, searching the ground. They couldn't rest because fear had not yet loosened its grip. And God's question